All right, everyone. We are back after a month and a half break.
10,000 years.
I know. Give you such a crick in the neck. But we're back for more Curse of Strahd. Yay! We are a small but mighty team this week. And for those who I'm sure all of us need a recap, when last we met, the team was going through Argynvostholt. They had returned the skull of Argynvost, who was a dragon who liked to polymorph into lords and try and help the people. And a beacon was lit, and kind of for the first time in a very long time, you all felt a spark of hope in Barovia. While going through this fortress, you found the graveyard, you found the old chapel, and some broken rooms, a bunch of spiders and leech-like creatures. And then upstairs you found a bunch of phantom warriors and a hidden door. Hey! We have an Isabel coming in.
Hey guys.
Hello!
Hello.
So I'm actually on the plane right now, so it's just going to be a brief in and out.
Okay.
Wait, you're going to leave the plane in mid-flight? Briefly in and out?
Yeah, exactly.
That's a bad idea.
I'm gonna.
You have a parachute?
That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm James Bond in this thing. And I'm jumping on a plane with a parachute.
All right. Well, then I will move your character back kind of up where she was. We're just going through a recap of what's happened. So you haven't missed any gameplay yet. You're still in Argynvostholt.
The next level,
Okay.
right?
You were getting ready to. Lockhart was still in the other room. I don't remember if you guys have called and let him know you're going upstairs.
Lockhart, get your
Yeah.
All right. So I'm guessing Lockhart's joining. Isabel, you are still, you're technically fully healed, but you still only have 6 hit points.
Oh my god.
Right.
So you're feeling
Right.
very tired and winded.
I'm down 10 hit points, and I have a lot of spell slots expended.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's why my HP max was different. I had forgotten I had changed it.
Oh, my lamp.
Yeah, till after a long rest.
Yes.
Hey, what do you say about a long rest?
Other than we might die if we try.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll stand guard.
Why is that different from any other place in Barovia?
Yeah.
Hey, so just to confirm, are we like still in that cemetery spot where we, made the light come back? Essentially, is that where we're at?
You're on the second floor of a 4-story building, or the 4 floors that I've listed. You just, or a few of you had just finished searching the rooms of the Phantom Warriors. Graveborn had some memories of killing said warriors. And
What's new?
yeah, and that's where he found the potion, which Lucian identified as the potions of invulnerability. So yeah, and you guys were talking about going up to the 3rd floor. If you all are ready.
Into some obstacles, correct?
Yeah, why don't we just go sit in that other room over there and fall asleep, and hope that the Phantom people don't extract their revenge on Graveborn while we do a long rest.
Well, I mean, you do have, this room has 2 kind of single beds. This room has a double bed in it. There are some collapse rooms on the other side.
It turns out this used to be a hotel.
Lockhart and Isabel, we should be safe in there. I mean, they'll spend all their time trying to eat Graveborn, so we'll be safe.
Yeah, I'll stand guard, and you guys get a long rest. I think that'd be best for everybody.
No, then
I
you.
mean, we can take
Well,
shifts.
My character is basically just fine. I currently have 52 hit points out of 52 hit points.
Okay, I was just joking about the long rest, guys. Okay, if you have that many hit points, come stand in front of me and go upstairs.
And Lucian, they're not going to try to kill me. I'm just their DoorDash delivery.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I get to drive away.
I'm going to impose that if we do a long rest right now, wouldn't be the worst thing.
Yes, it would be.
Why?
We'd die.
No, I'll keep you alive.
Get up here. Get up here and get up the stairs.
Okay, Dad.
Okay, sorry, I have to put on my Lucian, but would you stop screwing around and get up
He's
there
got the-
and take the
He's
stairs?
got the big boy pants.
All right. So which order are you all going up the stairs?
I'm going as pincushion number 1.
Okay.
I'm probably not in front. I'm probably somewhere like in the back middle, if anything.
Oh, yes, so you can intercept them as they come up from behind and try and kill us. Okay.
I've probably got the second most hit points left. I'll go last and put the 2 super squishies in the middle.
Okay.
It'd be a nice sandwich for everybody.
I like this idea. So you could lock the 2 of us in so that we get attacked from the sides. Okay, got it. Let's go.
Lockhart, did you tell him the plan already?
Well, apparently he just guessed.
All right.
You forget, I'm smart. I
So
know
here's what
when
I'm
I'm
gonna say.
about to be. I know when I'm about to die. It's easy. Look out the window. Are you in Barovia? You're about to die.
Topical, yes.
Yeah. All right.
I've been in Barovia a long time. I haven't.
Stay dead.
How many times have you stayed dead?
None so far.
How many times have you died and come back? Is the question.
Oh, who knows?
How many frequent flyer miles have you gotten from flying up to heaven and falling down back down to Barovia?
I mean, I can tell you how many different ways. Not necessarily, I won't tell you the detail, but I can tell you the number of different ways.
Ooh, give us a
The
number.
DM has
So, you
thought
know
that
what?
Graveborn may have died.
We've always been wanting to do this. We should try word association with Graveborn. All the places in Barovia associating with all the types of ways he died. Let's see. Let's just go through them rapid fire here.
And I don't.
Falling out of the tower, dying by Strahd, strangling you, dying by Strahd, biting your neck, dying by, and I just start rattling all these.
Yeah.
Any of them trigger any memories? All of them trigger memories at once.
And I don't have to worry about flying up to heaven. Gravity does its work for me.
Oh, good
Aw.
for you.
In fact, it's
Slowly
then
towards the center of the earth.
roll up. Yeah. Okay. So, Lockhart up front. Go. Graveborn in the back.
Okay, Mo.
All right. So you all head upstairs. And so I have the order as Lockhart, Lucian, Isabel, Graveborn going up the
Sure.
stairs. All right.
And I will go ahead and send my owl up first. Since
Okay.
he can, Archimedes, at least if he pops, he comes back fairly soon.
True. So I will put him out in front of Lockhart, and you can kind of move him down the halls as necessary.
And I do believe, I don't think we have George out right now, but
We do not.
okay.
would
Hey
like-
guys,
You gotta get going.
here probably in a minute or two. Yep. Okay, so I think we're slowing down on people right now. So what I will say, if there is a moment, and if we're just going in order right now to find a place to kind of take it easy, then at that moment, I think she will try to, if anything, leave for some apparent reason if the DM comes up with something while I'm gone.
Okay.
or not be available somehow.
Isabel goes
just
into a zombie trance and walks off.
Well, no, what I will have happen is the stairway everyone was going up is next to a bedroom. And let's just say you decide to take a rest because you have 6 hit points.
Yeah.
That was a good
Yeah.
idea.
And
That can
you
work.
Say
bar your
hello to all the people that want to kill us down there, all the ghosts that walk through walls and try and kill us. Yes, though they may be chasing us since we have Graveborn with us, but you know, maybe one of them does remember you and your previous time here. So, good luck. Let's go.
So right
Yeah,
now,
I'll say to everyone that I do that I see a room nearby in that spot that I can rest in,
Mhm.
and that I'm gonna take some time because like I'm not feeling too well and I need a moment. So she's gonna probably barricade the door behind her, like put everything she can into that door to keep everything out, and then try to rest as well as maybe even concentrate and focus on the amulet or the holy symbol that she has, and see if we can get some semblance of connection to her mom.
all right. You can definitely do that. Yeah, the room that I moved you into has like essentially like a big comfy chair and like a dresser. So it's got some items you can move in front of the door and only one door. So
And rotating saw blades that'll drop out of the ceiling.
only in Matt's dreams.
Mm.
Which turned out to be realistic how many times?
That I don't know.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I wish you safe travels.
Yes.
Good luck. Hopefully, when none of those 2 million parts break on the thing, right?
Okay.
That is a terrible.
I will message you guys in so that I can see where you guys are at, okay?
All right. See you soon.
Safe travels.
All right, bye.
Good
Bye
luck. Have fun.
bye.
And it's not actually 2 million parts. You know, some of them are broken already.
Oh no!
A lot of them are, yeah. Yes.
Come on, guys! Can't we have the
Fair
illusion that flying is safe?
I waited till he was
Why?
offline.
You did.
You see,
At least you have the decency
Matt
to
is
do
too
that.
nice. Matt is too nice. I don't wait.
Oh my!
Yep. All right.
Well, if it was Johnny, I would have said it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You saw what I, did with Johnny. Anyway.
Yeah. Yep, I saw. You guys are so mean. He's already terrified of flying.
Wait,
Well,
who?
he doesn't have to fly to come down to Florida. He could start off a week or two early and drive.
Or at least a few days.
Yeah.
Um,
It's just, 2 or 3 times more likely of getting in an accident than if you're flying.
Yeah, but most car crashes don't kill 300-400 people at once.
Right. Just the 2 or 3 people
nightmares.
in the car.
Jeez.
Yep.
What happened? What?
All right.
Well, we're just 2 old people who realize the true mortality rate of driving.
No,
Yeah.
you're like the 2 guys from the Muppet Show in the balcony. It's like, whoa! Shit. Have you heard of the car crashes that happened this year? Oh,
No, I've just flown way too much in my life.
really?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Really, the bad part about flying is just being on the plane or waiting in line to get on the plane. Actually, once you're on
Yeah,
the
that's
plane,
the most dangerous part because people run you over.
Or spending 24 hours in the airport because that's the only time the bus was going to it over that weekend.
Oh, how fun.
Oh.
That's right.
That's
You live in the middle
That's
of
not
nowhere.
good at all.
No, this was when I was in the Army.
Oh, yeah.
Leaving for a week or so on leave.
So you
Had to
spent all
take
your
a-
leave at the airport.
Yeah, had to take a Greyhound to the San Francisco airport from Monterey.
Huh.
They only ran once, so I spent 24 hours in the airport.
That is
Oh, wow.
terrible investment. Like, why do they only have one bus? Yeesh.
Oh, there was another time I was almost late for my flight and I had to OJ Simpson run through the airport because the bus broke down on the way.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it turns out it ran out of gas,
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's
but they told
That's
us it
gnarly.
broke down.
sure.
So we had to wait for
Wow.
another bus to come pick us up and then hit the airport.
Oh, wow.
Wacky.
Okay,
Well-
enough of that.
All right, back to where we were. So you all went up through a curtained staircase, which had tattered black curtains concealing an archway leading to the staircase. And you arrived kind of in this hallway about where Lockhart is. You see a pile of rubble and some light coming through the area above. And if as you get closer and you look up, you can see the sky. It's still fairly cloudy, but for the first time in a very long time, definitely since you've came or woken up this time in Barovia, maybe the first time in 500 or so years, it almost looks like a nice cloudy day.
And you also noticed the big saw blades coming down.
Yeah.
Okay,
No
you didn't notice the saw blades coming down.
Now that you do.
Oh, goodness. So you are seeing kind of the crumbled, some crumbled walls over here. There's a doorway, which Graveborn is right in front of, and another doorway down here. And a door, which you're guessing based on the layout that you have seen of this place, leads to another staircase.
I stop for a second, see through Archimedes' eyes, and kind of just send him around a little bit.
Okay. So,
and I start speaking and saying, okay, there's a hallway over here with a curtained exit and a door over there. And I kind of point. Of course, you know about the two doors here. There was something weird in this room over here. I didn't quite get a good look at it.
Yeah.
What is in there?
So in there, it is the West Hall. It is about 50 feet long and 30 feet wide. It's an audience hall that has crumbled, leaving a gaping hole in a pile of rubble. Weapons and shield that once hung on the walls have fallen to the floor and succumbed to rust. A large wooden throne, carved to resemble a dragon with unfolding wings, faces 3 tall windows to the west. Slumped in the throne is a gaunt, armored figure with one gauntlet wrapped around the hilt of a greatsword.
Oh, interesting. There's some basically desiccated old man that probably wants to have a talk with you, Graveborn.
He's not moving.
Yeah, which is why I think he wants to have a talk with Graveborn.
Okay. I thought you were here for an interview.
Oh, I am. Okay, let me go talk to him. And I step around, walk in, say hello.
He doesn't move.
Hello. Oh, and I step forward, step up to him. Hello.
As you get closer, you don't know the exact kind of, every command, every order, every kind of army has slightly different markings for their rankings. But from what you can see on his armor, you would assume, Lucian being the smart boy that you are, that he is some high-ranking, or he was some high-ranking official of this place.
High-ranking official here. I wonder, that's an interesting point. I wonder if in one of the ways that you died, you would actually find your body. I'm just musing, Graveborn. And then if we had a high enough level cleric and actually raised you, even though you were there, I wonder what would happen. Interesting thought.
What are you talking about?
I have nothing. Anyway, I go over to this person and kind of tap him on the shoulder. Hello.
I will state what you notice is that he wears a very nice looking greatsword.
Mm-hmm.
And if you were to, use your knowledge to decipher anything about it, you would discover it was a +2 greatsword. He also wears a platinum holding symbol of the Morning Lord around his neck and underneath his half plate armor. The holy symbol is worth about 250 gold. So do you want to plunder a dead man?
This seems too easy.
Well, first thing I'm going to do is do detect magic. So I'm going to stand and say, you guys can come in. He doesn't appear to be moving. I just want to make sure that I believe this blade is magical and possibly also the holy symbol. So I think it would be appropriate if we took a short rest here and I examined these items and found out whether or not they're cursed before we hand them out. Come on in.
Okay.
And I will start ritually casting detect magic.
And you're muted again.
I am. And hey, Graveborn, as you enter, why don't you give me, yep, thank you. Well, I went to like
Why
click
don't
on
you
something.
give me a headache?
Well, what's fun is the my Roll20 thing just kind of like was like, no, you suddenly don't have internet. So what's that 14? You don't really get a headache or anything, but you do recognize the body. As Vladimir Horngard, he was a commander of the Order of the Silver Dragon, and he basically he didn't like Strahd, and that when it became clear that Strahd and yourself couldn't be stopped taking over this land, he led hundreds of refugees here to Argynvostholt. But Strahd and you tracked them down and overwhelmed them. And that was when Argynvostholt
slaughtered all the refugees.
Naughty, naughty boy.
And that was when he went from just a like kind of a lieutenant to the field commander in charge.
Because no one else was left.
Pretty much.
Well, you have had an impressive effect on these people.
Yeah.
One way to call it. To be fair though, you've also lived a very long time. You know, and
so what are you saying, sir? When the old people do evil things?
no,
No,
I don't. I'm not saying that. I'm saying when you take into, yes, he has done a lot of horrible things.
I've never seen any babies take over the world.
True. Evil old men? Some.
Some.
Not all,
we'll
but
just
some.
leave it at that.
I'm sorry, Alexander the Great was how old?
Shush.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt your ageist sexist rant with facts.
It's okay. No, I was just stating, taking in, a lot of these atrocities are over 500 years. It's not all in one lifetime.
Oh, and that makes it better for some reason.
Yeah.
Well, theirs it was.
Oh, yeah. So I'm wondering why this guy didn't come back. Aren't you all supposed to come back at one point or another?
What are some things that have changed?
Oh, well, I'm just going to quietly cast my detect magic here.
No magic.
Not even the +2 sword?
Mm-mm.
So it's not a +2 sword.
It just says a +2 sword. It doesn't say any other special abilities. So
You
it's
just
just
took
a
a
regular...
Sharpie and wrote +2 on it.
No, I mean, it has the normal, like, +2 effect, but nothing extra.
Magical. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would still be magic.
Yes, but nothing extra.
That's something I would do. I would actually have a sword and I write +2 on it.
Yeah, it has no extra magical effects.
Okay, seriously, you should at least write +3. If you're going to have a fantasy, you should at least go for broke.
Plus 10.
Oh goodness.
I don't
I know.
know. First
No.
edition, you would do +5, or, well, actually there was a +6. You just very much avoid the +6.
Because it was cursed.
It was long story, but there's always, in all previous editions, there's always that one sword from a one specific person that is that +1 extra, and it is a specific weapon that has some baggage attached.
The sword of 10,000 truths.
The sort of cost.
Okay. So yeah.
Okay, well, there's a +2 sword if someone wants it. Maybe you should ask first, but I don't think he's going to say anything about it.
Nope.
I come back out here and send Archimedes down here and, point out the 2 areas again, and then he's going to fly straight this way. And then there's a quite, well, very nice area. If you just go straight and take it at a run, it would be bad. But, feel free. You'll just, have a long drop and a short stop.
Yes. So down below is where the ruined ballroom where you all fought the spiders is.
Oh, that's where all the spiders were.
Yeah.
And
that kind of destroyed ballroom.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to, search around with Archimedes a bit, including these 2 little rooms here. Any more spiders?
No more spiders, just destroyed bedrooms.
Okay, so I think it's safe to search. Plus, we've got potentially a couple more rooms here and here. We should probably start here. This would finish off the level fairly quickly, and then we could go back over to these rooms. So, Lockhart.
Yes.
Go try this door here. The curtain.
Are you expecting me to become one of your minions that I've heard so much about?
I no longer have minions. I have a bag of holding, and that carries all my stuff for me.
Lovely. If you threw in a please every now and again, I'd totally help you out.
Please take the front so that I can back you up and make sure that people die before they kill you. Go ahead.
Yes. Okay, I will go to the front.
Thank you. By the way, your second Archimedes is up there, risking his life and them.
I know that you can definitely bring him back much easier than you bring me back.
We don't know that yet.
No, he brags about it.
Barovia is a magical place.
Yeah, so is Tahiti.
Yep. So Lockhart, where you are now, because I moved you to where Archimedes was, you just see kind of another staircase, like the one that you guys came up. It only heads down, it does not head up.
Wait, do we know where that? Did we see that?
I found an escalator.
No, so it's basically the exact copy of this side where you guys came from. Over here.
But while we were down below, did we see that? Or does it potentially lead to a secret room?
It does not lead to.
Okay.
Yeah, because over the ballroom was basically balcony all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's try this room over here then.
Okay. So that is one of the, and I'm going to say one, because I will just cut it down. Here and here are the same thing. They are the east staircases. A round-topped wooden door opens to reveal a spiral staircase with narrow windows set into the walls. The staircase connects the floor and goes up to the next floor or possibly the roof.
Okay, so there's the stairs up, possibly to, what was it you were about to say, your certain doom?
Sure. I mean, I said
the next floor or the roof.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's
You mispronounced it. It's certain Jew.
let's just get that first, and then we'll
right.
go on to the next.
So Archimedes and Graveborn, you are in a room with tiled floors and an iron bathtub filled with debris from the collapsed roof. There's also
Lucian's actually in there too, as long as Graveborn isn't stepping all over him.
I see Lucian's right there. All right, so Lucian's seen this as well. And then a torn curtain hangs in an open doorway in the center of the east wall, which is where you are pinging. So if you go in there, you see from the north. So this room has dark wood paneling on the walls that rises to the height of 3 feet. Above the paneling, the walls are painted with murals of religious figures performing holy rites. In the center of the west wall is the tattered curtain that you came through. 3 tall, slender, stained glass windows set into the east wall depict figures in white robes with an orange sunrise behind their heads. And Graveborn, and I'm going to say Lucian, Lockhart, if you want to roll religion to see if you recognize. I can tell you who the 3 figures are.
Of course not.
Well, Graveborn, you know. You've been.
That is the great and sacred Larry, Moe, and Curly.
Nyuk, nyuk, nyuk.
Also
No,
known.
I think that's Shemp.
Oh, Shemp. Now, ironically, I am a cleric with -1 religion.
Oh,
so
goodness.
You listen to your own religion, none of the others. In a polytheistic society. Okay.
He doesn't even know his own.
Well, we worship a shadow.
Fanatically follows stuff. He doesn't care. The other reason.
Yeah, somehow he knows. So
I have an idea.
This sounds like most religious people in America.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Are we gonna get banned for this?
We'll find out in like
I don't think they
hours.
can ban you for truth.
Oh.
Here we go. One more door over here, I guess.
All right. You don't want to know what the windows are?
I want to see the windows.
And they look out over the courtyard, and I'm guessing from the little dotted lines that's the thing across the way, right? That we've already been to.
Yes, this looks into the church. The 3 figures are Saint Andral, the Morning Lord, and Saint Markovia.
Okay, sounds good. Over here.
That is another door that leads up to either the 4th floor or the roof. You're not sure which.
Okay, then what's this door?
That's a door. So in that room, that is Argynvostholt's study. This room is a haven for dust and cobwebs. I know, Lucian, you're going to be very sad about that. 3 narrow windows allow slivers of light to illuminate bare oak shelves along the walls, and a torn padded chair lying on its side near a cavernous hearth. A picture above the mantle is slashed, its lower half hanging below the frame like a torn piece of flesh. Lovely. An iron door set in the south corner of the west wall hangs open on one hinge.
They have a picture of Slash in here?
Yes.
Okay. With his hat on and everything?
Yes.
And a guitar in his hands?
Mm-hmm. You can tell that these shelves once housed a great many books. But now
I was afraid you were going to say that.
There's only one book left on the shelf, and it's been partially burned.
Who would do such a thing? What kind of monster would actually burn these books? Oh, horror! If I ever find out who would do that, I would nail them with lightning and destroy them and firebolt them and
I
God,
give them such a pinch, I would.
who would do such a thing? This is so horrible.
I guess
I have no idea.
nobody's gonna say like, "Oh, I did it."
Because he is in the other room.
That as well.
Oh.
No, whoever did this, I am not going to state it was necessarily Greatborn. If he wants to decide that was him who did it, he can. But Strahd had a lot of soldiers. Greatborn wasn't the only one.
Yes, of course. Of course, and we all know that there was another one that was his favorite, right? Okay, so what's going on over here with the fireplace?
No, well, above the fireplace, you see the picture. If Archimedes is going to kind of take a close look and kind of study it, I can tell you what it looks like.
Oh, no, Lucian will study it. Archimedes is going to go into the fireplace and see how high it goes. Look around in there.
It goes probably. Give me a moment. That is one of those things I did not plan for. You asking how tall the chimney was.
Well, what is bizarre is that they actually went out of their way to do the selective lighting and walls around the fireplace, which is why it looks very suspicious. That's why I'm sending Archimedes in. Sorry, it's kind of metagaming, but
it's okay. Oh no, trust me. I see it whenever I click over to dynamic lighting. Yeah.
It's your meta.
Archimedes can't really tell. It just looks like a big hole with sharp teeth.
No, I'm not
and
adding.
That's the last thing you get from him.
He popped his head inside and said, "What's up here?" And it said, "Oh, nothing. Come on up."
Chomp.
It's probably about 15, 20 feet up.
Okay, he's going to fly around and look up there. You never know. People have been known to hide things in fireplaces.
At least on this page, on my description that I got, there's nothing hidden in the fireplace.
Okay, just checking.
Sir, I am but a humble DM. I am not a chimney cleaner.
It's at this point, I'm just going with what the book says.
Okay, no problem. I am just going through everything right now.
No, it's fine.
And yes, it is kind of weird, but it's quick, it's easy. So let's do this. What's in this room?
So that room, the walls of the room are aligned with lead. There are emptied chests and shattered vases strewn across the floor.
I just figured out where we are. We're in Lex Luthor's stronghold, and this is where he hides out from Superman.
Oh boy.
Sure.
Lead-lined rooms?
I know.
Lead-lined rooms.
I don't know.
Okay, well, do a search.
Everybody is Everybody is breaking up and stuttering a bit, but that's probably on my end because I have storms rolling in. So if I drop out, that's what happened.
Okay.
Either that or you got mad at us.
I think, yeah. Good luck, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to go up into this room after I search that other room.
You're going to go outside?
Room. I don't. No.
And Leishan died.
Yeah.
Oh man.
No, so my screen was set, but I only saw the doorway. Well, what looked like a doorway. Anyway.
It's okay.
There's a door over there. I'm going to go through this door.
Okay, so that door is Argynvostholt's bedroom. You see rich drapes faded by time and neglect. They hide dirty windows in an otherwise empty room. From your vast knowledge, studying, and passives, you would get the idea that this would probably be a comfy place for a dragon to sleep.
Wouldn't it be a little confined for full-scale dragons?
I know. It says Argynvostholt preferred to sleep in his dragon form, thus there are no furniture in this room. So I would think so, unless he curled in a little ball. Yeah, because it's only 15 feet across. I have no idea.
Yeah. This is so
He's
weird.
a compact dragon.
Okay, well, I'm going to search this place, look for secret doors, etc., etc. Because usually dragons sleep on treasure hoards. Where's the stupid treasure hoard? I'm sick of being broke in Barovia.
Fell on hard times. What are you gonna rig the guy across the coals?
Yeah.
Lottery
He's
tickets
dead.
are
Who cares?
And think about it. They lost. You don't think Strahd would have found anything here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no. Whoever led this thing obviously took his hoard. Where'd you put it?
Where'd you put it?
Strahd was with him that day.
I know, but he was Strahd's lackey. Obviously you grabbed hold of it and did something with it. What'd you do with it?
I mean, Graveborn, if you want to roll me another wisdom saving throw, I promise the DC will be low.
Would you like to roll for a headache?
All right. So no headache. No, you remember that you and your men found took all of the treasure from this room over here. And you took it back to the castle. Whether you kept some of it personally for yourself, that is up to you.
Oh, yeah. You kept a whole bunch of it and you buried right over here.
Oh, my gosh.
Do the Bill and Ted thing and give us a lot of treasure.
There is actually
along with the girdle of storm giant strength and the holy avenger and the staff of the magi, right? It's buried right over here.
Are you asking or telling?
Well, he's doing this in the future. Obviously, he's telling.
It's buried 10 feet out of that window. Then an invisible box hanging in the air. Just feel around for it.
Archimedes will go out there and feel around for it.
No, it takes human hands. Or
hold on, I think I have levitate.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah.
Okay.
Having a rough week, pal.
he's just desperate for money after playing Aldrich.
True. Aldrich is very rich.
No,
and spoiled.
No, Aldrich is not. He's on his way to being very rich. So I was completely shocked in that. Never mind. But different game. We'll deal with that later. And as Archimedes starts flying around outside, he suddenly flies back to me and goes, "What the hell was that?" And I go, Graveborn, Lockhart, Archimedes saw something. It doesn't look good.
Oh.
So when he saw your face, what did he say?
No, it's not the face. Come here. Seriously, guys, come here. Come this way.
Okay, come this way.
Where's Graveborn?
I'm right behind you.
Yeah.
Where's Lockhart?
Where's Lockhart?
He's still in the first room he went in.
Lockhart, come here now.
There you go.
There you go. Okay, Lockhart, careful. Open the door. Get ready to kill things if they're not dead. If they're undead, dead, then that's okay. But if they're reverse that. If they're undead, dead, kill them. If they're dead, don't.
Do you have a chart that you want to explain that again? I'm sorry.
Just push Lucian in and we'll see what happens and go from there.
That's the best thing you said all day.
Archimedes will flap in over to here.
Okay. And he will see through the dust and cobwebs, faded war banners adorning the walls of a spacious chamber, in the center of which stands a heavy wooden table. An iron chandelier hangs above the table, which is surrounded by 6 high-backed chairs with wood-carved dragons perched on top. Slumped in 5 of the chairs are skeletal human remains and tattered chainmail.
This one looks different.
Yeah, it does.
Why?
Go interview it.
Okay, fine. That's your answer to everything. Go interview it.
Hey, that was
That
your
was
answer
your answer
to
to everything when you
everything for
first
the
started.
first 2/3 of this adventure.
Okay.
Nothing
we
I
happened.
want to
couldn't,
talk
we
to
couldn't
him.
possibly keep you from interviewing every single thing. There's a blade of grass. Oh, I'm going to interview it.
Yeah,
Oh, there's
but
a
back
tissue.
then they would
Interview
all
it.
talk to me. This guy's not talking. At least
You
I
don't
think-
know. You haven't.
Oh, I walk up, I tap on the shoulder. Hello, are you one of those animated kind of dead things?
He falls out of his chair.
Ah, jump scare.
You killed him.
Oh yeah, finger of death, sure.
Why did you have to be so rough?
Rough. You think I was rough? You want to see who was rough on these guys?
Who?
I look at Greatborn.
Why? I don't beat up dead things.
Yeah,
That's
Oh,
your
you
job.
just make them
He
dead-
stops
dead
to
things.
until they're once they're dead. Like, he doesn't need to
Okay.
kill them beyond
So
death.
the one that Lucian knocked over, I will show you an image of because they do have it. Graveborn, you recognize it as Sir Goffrey Galwin.
He didn't have red eyes back then.
No, he didn't. But he was another kind of high-ranking officer of Argynvosh and the Order of the Silver Dragon. Vladimir was kind of the highest. He was the second highest. So you and him were best friends. Got along so well.
Let's do a detect magic in this room.
Okay. So,
And with it still running, I'll journey into the next room over here too. It lasts. But let's start with this room. Then this room.
Okay, sorry. In that room? Okay. You're doing
Start here.
this room first? Okay, so in this room, you don't sense any
Wait,
magic.
one of them moved.
I accidentally moved it.
Oh, good. I
that-
was getting split.
That was the DM accidentally clicking and dragging.
Okay. I was about
was
to
the
fireball
video.
the whole room.
I mean, you still can.
Oh wow.
Um,
Okay, we're gonna move back.
But
He's a little jumpy right now. Any magic?
if like any magic is very faded, you could tell it would have been to animate these creatures, but it is fading as you kind of walk around the room and dissipating.
I think it went away with the beacon.
I understand now. And I step into this room, do the detect magic, and search around.
Okay. That's just a dusty closet with a slender window. Otherwise, the room's empty, no magic.
And I step in here and go, ah, ah, and run back out.
So looters ransacked that room long ago, leaving behind nothing of value, except, if you consider it valuable to have a bear and direwolf stuffed taxidermied creatures by the door.
Oh, I wasn't going to tell him it was taxidermy. I was just going to tell him there's a bear and a direwolf in there.
I mean, you still can. Archimedes is, I believe, the only one who's been in there recently.
Uh-huh. So Archimedes will look around and then I'll step in eventually and go, oh, I think they're already dead, but not undead dead, just dead, like stuffed dead. I believe you call it taxidermy. And then I'll step in the room.
Mm-hmm.
And look around. Oh, there's a chest.
Yep.
Let's do the
It's
chest
open.
thing. Anything.
It's open. It's emptied.
Remember, I'm detecting magic.
Yes, no magic.
Okay. Bed, check the bed.
No magic, just some pretty carved dragons.
Oh, are they worth anything?
I mean, if you cut them off the bed posts, they might be
Yeah.
worth like
Nah,
5
not
gold
worth it.
each.
not worth it. Oh, look, there's Isabel out there.
Yeah. I moved her out there, that way she's still on the map if she comes back. If she lands and gets home before you leave this building.
Okay, so I guess the only thing we haven't search right now is the going upstairs again, right?
Correct.
And did this continue upstairs or not?
No, that went downstairs. This side went upstairs.
Okay. Well,
What-
Lockhart.
What order are you going up?
I'll go first.
Lockhart, Lucian, Graveborn. Actually, Archimedes should be up there with Lockhart.
So Archimedes, Lockhart, Lucian, and Graveborn. I'm just doing this so I can just grab you all and move you upstairs. I'm gonna have to start partway up, stop partway up. So one moment.
She's doing it in the wrong direction, so that means that we're going to be attacked from behind.
Or I'm doing it as if you have come up the stairs and have walked out onto the roof.
Don't use logic on me.
Oh my gosh. I've met guests like you. For some reason, that's the first thing that they want to say is like, don't you tell me how to use a ticket.
Okay. Yeah, I know. All those road people, that's because you live in Florida.
Oh, no, they're from out of town, buddy. Generally, all the pass holders, they're like, oh, we understand.
I say, having worked at Universal Hollywood, I can attest that they are at all theme parks.
Yes, everybody.
All right, so you are seeing.
Okay, so let's do the detect magic and look for everything. And hey, 2 of these ballista are actually still in shape. Why don't you grab one and take it with you?
I mean, if you want to try that,
You can make it lighter and easier to carry by shooting it at Lucian first.
yeah, nope, there's nothing magical up here.
Okay, I'm going to double check these little tiny rooms that they have here.
Right, so those little tiny rooms are basically bathrooms.
Oh, ew. Well, had to go. Sometimes you just got to go.
And then, yeah. So you
Something
see
over here.
Yes.
And send Archimedes in.
All right. So you see a landing and some stairs heading down to what you're guessing is the area of the church.
Okay.
Actually, wait. That one goes up. I do apologize. That one goes up to another landing. And in that area is a bright light. You believe, or from what you can see, the beacon where the light is shining is up those stairs.
Oh. Shall we go running into the light?
Lead the way.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Charlotte's going, but I got you all this way and you're all dying. Hey, stop.
That's fine. So you guys are heading in? What order are we going?
Same, but Lockhart ahead. So, because he's been with us the least time. So.
Thanks.
All right.
When he dies first, it'll be less of a problem.
I appreciate you letting me tag along.
You're welcome.
Right. So I'm going to put Archimedes here. Graveborn, you're going to go here. All right. So, you climb creaky stairs to a wooden landing with 3 windows that look out over the roof of the mansion. Flanking the windows are 2 narrow wooden doors. The landing creaks and groans underfoot. But here, but yeah, so you're inside. Above you is kind of the light that seems to be shining out all over Barovia now.
Okay. Search, detect magic, etc. When I get closer to the light, let me know.
Okay. So, with your passive perception investigation, Lucian, I will state that you notice that this area looks like it can't hold a lot of weight. The floor looks particularly weak. But if you want to see where the light is coming from, you would continue the stairs up to here. I put Archimedes in with it, and he sees a whole bunch of ravens just kind of chilling with the light shining around him.
Oh, hello. Are they were ravens?
No. How did you get up?
I'm sorry. What, did I go? Hold on. I thought.
So yes, he went on it.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I did. I went up the stairs because Archimedes went up there, so I was stupid enough to believe that it's safe.
Which is great. I freaking love that. Nope, I'm holding on to you right now. Give me a second.
Okay.
I have to find where you end up.
End up.
You need to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Not in the light. A place of darkness and smoke.
Dexterity saving throw.
Make it a good one.
Oh shit.
Awesome. So you actually fall down here. And there's now a lovely 10-foot gap right here. So going from here and here. And 1 second.
And of course, I do not have Featherfall.
Nope.
And I'm trying to figure out why I don't. I always get this. Oh, because I haven't found Featherfall. That's why.
Nope.
Maybe in your next life.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just see. Falling damage. Okay, that's what I thought. We're gonna see. You're gonna take 8 damage from falling 20 feet.
Try again. You can do better.
And now this area, and I didn't mean to go all the way up to the stair. And this area have collapsed. So there's no floor there now. And Lucian, you are covered in dust and broken floor bits.
You okay?
Ow.
Oh, good. He's not dead.
Then a loose stone from the collapsed stairwell crushes his skull.
Squish.
Nope, that one missed. Let me try again.
Oh, goodness.
I'm going to slowly and carefully get up and just start making my way back up slowly and carefully.
I've never felt more like the Three Stooges with just the three of us here.
And now that Lucian's all alone, all the things we passed that were just dead now animate.
No.
No.
Yes, and as I go by, I go, you know, the guy who killed you is right up there.
Oh man.
Oh goodness.
So Matt, do you want to be Larry or Curly?
Or I mean, you have a good idea of what's up there, which is the actual light that is shining. So do the two of you even want to go up?
Not really.
Yeah. What kind of idea do you have of what's up there?
Does it matter?
It's a magical light. I intend to identify it.
Huh. Is there any way for me to get up there?
I mean, I'm gonna say the railing fell too. So you could try and make like an athletics check to see if you can jump over to here. Kind of jump at an angle.
Do it before Lucian gets up. That way he might cushion your fall.
Oh, good. Let me figure this out.
She's thinking of the blue cup.
Yes. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. What would my DM want me to do?
Whatever makes you happy, dear.
Oh.
Did you just say you're not gonna do what would make your DM happy?
What?
I heard what would the DM want me to do? I'm not going to do that.
I'm not going to do what I was just about to do.
Unless your couch is very comfortable, be very careful
here. That's why when shopping for couches, figure out if you're going to be using it a lot. jeez. No, I'm not going to be jumping for athletics because this just seems like it's going to cascade into a lot of bad.
Okay.
Okay.
Solution. Are you gonna be
as compared to?
Is there any way to fashion a grappling hook?
Tie a rope to Lucian's foot and throw him.
Actually, I'm looking. I'm wondering if that may not be an option because I do have. That's an option.
Okay, so it is an option?
I can levitate and you can throw me across.
With all your broken bones. Okay, can we get you out of the hole first?
Well, he's already started climbing the stairs.
Okay.
I'm going to go make myself a drink. You all can discuss and come up with a plan.
Oh, we got the blue cup already.
Oh, goodness.
It's been a while since we played. We're going to have to get dangerous here, guys.
All right, Darkwing. Oh, geez. I miss this, guys. This was fun.
Yes. Next time you guys try and scare me, I'm going to do a retribution strike.
What?
So if you guys pop up and scare me, I can always, do the whole retributive strike.
If you're going to use it, you have to pronounce it.
Retributive strike. Here.
Okay.
Read the about the main section before it starts doing distance from origin stuff. Read the retributive strike.
Reputative?
Retributive.
Retributive.
Used to be called retribution strike.
Okay. Fun. So anything good going on?
Nope.
Well, it's bound to be something happening pretty soon. Good or whatever.
It's only 320 points damage.
We're gonna find out what this light is. Turns out to be Tinkerbell.
Not gonna get sued by Disney, so no, it's not Tinkerbell.
Okay.
So what's the plan?
Do you really want to know?
Yes, so that way I know what you have to roll and what.
Okay, well, I'm going to march my way back up there. And you're it's now 10 feet. First off, let's go ahead and just look at what would happen with ropes and grappling hooks. Let's be smart about this before I spend spell points.
Okay.
Is there a way of making it safe?
Not doing it.
I mean, not doing it is one. I will say, Lucian, I'm gonna say you can tell basically like from kind of the line that you were seeing on the grid right over here up, it does look pretty stable. It looks like kind of the weak loose parts have all fallen. So starting about right here, the railing looks pretty stable. Okay, you probably would want to get this one because it's like right on that edge. But starting from like here up, it's pretty stable.
So first off, is there a roof to this tower still? Or is that it? It goes up from there.
So this area that you had jumped up to earlier, or where Archimedes is, above Archimedes, is the roof. So this is the highest point.
Good. I take a rope and tie it to my ankle and hand the other edge of it to Lockhart, and I say, just in case, hold on to that, please. And then I'm going to use my staff to cast Fireball. No.
Oh my god.
Levitate.
Okay.
And slowly go up to the ceiling and then walk my way back over to here.
Can we just swing him around and then like throw him in that direction since he is levitating.
When I reach the roof, I can just go like this.
Hey, Lockhart, if you tie a big rock to the end of the rope you're having and then drop it down the hole.
Oh my.
So, okay, so you levitate up the 30 feet or the 20 feet to this other kind of landing. I am going to state because there's a like solid floor right here on the way up. You levitate kind of going up the stairs, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, I'll crawl around the stairs. But the point is, I'm going to try and come out here and attach the rope to these railings and make sure that they're fairly solid and wrap it around multiple ones and leave it down there and stop levitating.
Okay. Then give me either an acrobatics or sleight of hand check to see how successfully you not. Okay.
Oh, I'm good at this. I flip around and do the whole thing upside down.
Okay. Yeah, you tie it really well. So if anyone else wants to swing slash climb up, they can. They would just need to make me an athletics check.
And I look around at the flank. Can I reach it now?
I mean, you just kind of see the ravens, and let me.
And they're not ravens, right?
No, they're just regular ravens that appear harmless. They're just watching you with great interest, like they haven't seen anyone come up here in a very long time. Like they're used to this kind of being their territory, and they're like, what are you doing here? Who are you? Are you gonna mess with us?
I look at Archimedes and say, anytime you want to take care of them, let me know. I got an large spell in here somewhere.
Yeah, you see kind of all of these windows are 10 foot high and 5 foot wide arched windows that are evenly spaced, and they consist of a lattice work filled with small panes of transparent glass. And I'm seeing if, so you just see kind of that dragon like spirit that you had seen in the mausoleum that kind of flew up this way. It's just kind of like hovering, flying around in here.
I'm sorry, so what is flying around up here?
A dragon spirit.
Oh.
The same one that you had seen kind of fly out of the mausoleum.
Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
It just kind of, because it doesn't describe kind of what else it does except for light the way. It just kind of looks at you like curious. It doesn't say anything.
Is it magical?
I mean, it would definitely be some sort of magic.
Okay, then I will ritually cast Identify and then come close to it and try and identify it.
Yeah, it seems kind of like it is a form of a beacon of protection. So
okay, I shut up. It's just a beacon of protection up here. And I search the whole area, look for magic, look for secret doors, etc. Or other doors, period.
No secret doors, no other doors, just the windows. It's almost like this is some sort of magical lighthouse.
Yes, go figure. So, and then eventually I'm going to use the rope and try and climb down.
Okay. Make me another acrobatics check just to see how well you get down. Okay, I'm going to say that you, for most of the way, you get down, and then kind of the last few feet, you kind of slide a little bit. So it just, yeah, it stings your hands. I'm not going to roll for damage, but you get that kind of slight, like, you know, almost like rope burn feel.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go back down to meet up with the party and basically say, well, I'm If there's anything else in here of interest, I do not know where to look.
So why do you think there's a floating dragon spirit?
Because the dragon lived here, it died here, Greatborn killed it, cursed it, and that's why we're here.
Or now it's at peace.
Yeah, now it's at peace and it's making this light and it's protecting everybody, except really us, because we're kind of working for the other side right now.
Yeah. This has been pretty complicated ever since I met you all.
Yes, you think so?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Any
well,
ideas about what to do next?
no, after this, I think I'll just look for any other doors that we have not gone through. And if there's nothing, if there's something, we'll search it. If not, we'll go through the whole house one more time. And then on the way out, gather up Isabel and head out.
Okay. So, do you want me to just do like a, this is what you find, or do you actually want to go through every room?
It's up to you guys. I'd rather just do this is what you find.
Yeah, I'm good with that too.
Sure.
Okay. So, you don't find any additional treasure. And actually you don't even find, there's no living bodies. There's no, since you don't activate that trap again, I'm guessing. You don't find any other ghosts or spirits or guards. Any bodies you do find are slumped and unmoving. If you wanted to remove whatever chainmail, leather, weapons that you know, regular long great swords and long swords, it would probably be about maybe between all of the bodies that are around, probably maybe like 200 or 300 gold worth at most. If you took everything. But yeah, but that is all when you are heading down. As you are on the way down, whomever wants to just make me a perception check.
Yeah, that's not going to matter.
Greatborn hears nothing. Okay.
Remember my passive.
Yep. Your passive is 19. And Lockhart, do you want to roll perception for me?
Sure.
Oh wow, that nat 20. All right. So Lucian and Lockhart, as you guys are coming down from the second back to the first floor, you hear a carriage coming up. Lockhart with that nat 20, you can tell that it sounds like, best way to describe it is like a fancy carriage. Like it sounds like it's very weighted and well maintained, well taken care of.
We've heard Strahd's carriage before. Is that what this is?
Yes.
Hey, fun time's over. I guess it's time to leave. Daddy calls.
Well, you will see who's there. As you all head downstairs. And again, I'm seeing you grab Isabel. But yeah, as you start heading out, I'm guessing you all left the store open. You would see two carriages. You would see Vittori's carriage, and then yeah, a new one of Strahd's that you haven't seen well, most of you haven't seen before. Greatborn, you will definitely recognize this carriage.
This one's hot rod red.
No, this one is the kind of official carriage of like the political envoy. Whether your personal opinions of him, I do not know. But he was definitely the one, like, you were Strahd's like military guy. Like, you were the one who kind of did some of the dirty work. You did, you know, the fighting, the battles. This is the carriage of Savid, who was kind of your opposite. He was the one who he knew who all of the royalty in the area was, and like their favorite foods and colors, and the political side of it, kind of how to help politically negotiate versus fighting for things. He was also kind of Strahd's political party planner, because he knew kind of who everyone was, likes, dislikes, favorite foods.
Who he can bite and who he can't bite.
Essentially. You do know that no matter how you felt about him, he definitely looked down on you for not being a noble born.
So this is the guy who was nice and is mean now.
No, he was the one who could kind of sweet talk the royals.
Yeah,
but
so he was nice and he's mean now.
Sure.
So he's the opposite of Greyborn.
Sure. But yeah, kind of.
I look at Greyborn and I go, "This is someone we're going to have to kill."
Play nice until we find out otherwise.
He's here for a reason, I'm sure.
Yep. And as you all get exit or get close to the exit, he will step out of the carriage, and you will see a high elf with white hair, blue eyes, very serious, like stern looking face, in like the finest silks of red and black, with gold kind of embellishments. Get out of the carriage and just kind of like stand there waiting with a nice journal, like he's ready to take notes. And Vittori, once you step outside, he'll kind of give a Vittori. How are you doing, sir?
Well, until now.
I believe you have, and he will go around the coffin that is out here, and walk up to you all. Because I believe you know why I'm here. That we apparently, I can't believe I'm saying this, but we apparently have your coronation to plan.
Ooh.
And I have some questions I need answered for the coronation.
You don't look like you're enjoying this too much.
I mean, I don't know what you've done to convince Lord von Zarevich to give up his throne, but orders are orders. I mean, he's only been in power for 30 years. That's not a long reign at all.
If you only knew. You had questions.
Yes. First, yes, you are taking over Lord von Zarevich's title. Do you want to be called Lord, or do you want a different title?
Spanky.
Czar.
I completely forgot you asked me about this. I have given it no thought.
Do you want me to just resend you the questions and you can send them to me later?
Lord
we'll just
Hackensack.
Let me potentially shortcut this and go. Should we kill him now?
Your lord.
I thought putting up with Savid was bad. It will do for now. It may change in time.
Lord?
Sir will do.
Sir? All right. And yes?
Yeah, I will have questions later if the Lord has time.
I can see if Lord von Zarovich has time.
Could you put me in for an appointment, please?
I will get to you in a moment. Vittori, coronations tend to be very grand affairs. Do you want a grand affair in tradition or simpler, which was been your style?
Does the tradition one end with you taking the head of the person who misplanned the party?
Not usually.
Then perhaps it's time for a new tradition.
Vittori, you have gained some interesting friends.
Really? Where? While extravagant has always not been my thing, I think it is important to show both the families and the people of Barovia a moderate to extravagant.
If I can make a suggestion, Lord Gravedorn, why don't we make it a moderate celebration with large amounts of non-perishable foods to be given out, so that everybody can eat like kings for the first couple of months of your reign.
Those details will be worked out. This is more for the formal coronation,
Yes,
which everyone cannot attend.
Yes, but if such food was distributed as a result of said coronation, I think it'd be a good start to your reign.
If you intend to reign without using fear, it could be.
Benevolence is a good thing. A moderate celebration with the other proceeds that would have gone towards an extravagant to be distributed among the towns and villages and lesser families.
Okay.
Will there be punch and pie?
Keep it up. There'll definitely be punch.
All right. So typically I do know we, for these type of ceremonies, we invite obviously the Burgermeisters of all of the towns of Barovia, as well as any local rulers. And he kind of glances
all
around.
Except, what was that place? Kvetch?
Kretz. Okay.
Actually, why don't you invite him too? Maybe we can kill two birds with one stone, so to speak.
Yeah, I suppose I'll have to deal with him at some point.
Or just invite him. I could pretty well assure that that'll take care of that situation. Right, Lockhart?
I don't feel that it's good for me to be the advisor of things to be killed and the possible consigliere of clerical affairs. So you'll have to let me know where I can speak.
You do remember what he did to all the people.
Oh, I know. But it does seem that one mob mentality replaced by another one doesn't bode well for a new kingdom.
Yes, perhaps.
Besides, this is his choice.
Savid, invite him after all, but he is seated in the not most prime spot, where you always wanted to put me.
At the kiddie table.
When you say that, he kind of gives like a sly grin.
And if I can make another recommendation,
Mhm.
instead of just all the rulers of these towns, have them each bring someone of more humble beginnings with them.
That might cause a little more fear among the
But
townsfolk.
Perhaps the right kind of fear. I'm thinking letting these rulers know that if they do not switch to your more benevolent way of doing things, that there's always someone that can replace them.
I'm thinking more of when the villager gets picked, them not knowing what they're in for.
Yes, well, and then they come here and we feast and give them lots of good food and send them home nice and safe with stories to tell.
That line has been used before.
We should also be very wary of possibly getting these nobles all hyped up thinking that we have picked their replacements.
That is a possibility.
Well, that was the idea. They are
Well,
potentially replacements if they intend to continue along the same lines that the current dictatorship is using.
May I also point out that those who are picked potentially may become outcasts in their town as to why did they get picked and why others didn't.
Maybe a voting system of sorts.
A lottery for each. Those of humble beginnings, they get to come and see the coronation.
That would cause even more fear.
Well, what do you think? What is the best way to handle this in your educated and knowledgeable way?
Not all at once.
Okay.
You could have the main ceremony and then it would take, I would need to, I could do it if you wanted, sir. We could organize.
I love hearing you say that.
We could organize smaller coronations events within the towns. So the nobles go to the main ceremony at the castle and the villagers have their own ceremonies sponsored by the castle.
With lots of food and wine to be given out at the villagers.
Yeah, it would be a good time to share the wealth, so to speak. We all face a difficult task ahead of us if the realm truly rejoins.
If the realm rejoins. I'm not sure what you were talking about, but
rejoins happiness in the grander sense. That is what he means to say.
A new era for Barovia.
Understood. So, and he kind of motions towards Lucian and Lockhart. Are there any other special guests you might want to invite?
Oh, you were talking to me. I thought you were talking to them.
No, he was indicating them because he does not know them or know if / if they're not noble born and merit an invitation.
I have a few names that will be added to the list.
Okay. I shall need them at least a day before.
And I'll rattle off Lucian and Lockhart and Xander, Isabel,
Okay.
Ismark, although he is noble-ish.
And he is now the Burgermeister of the town of Barovia.
I just wanted to make sure he was included.
Of course. All right. And would you, and he kind of motions to both?
And Sir George, he'll be there.
No,
Really?
he'll be there in spirit.
Aw, you don't want George to be there.
Perhaps it's not the best foot forward to invite demonic to a grand affair. It might put off people and they would not enjoy their desserts.
It's not technically demonic. More of a creature of darkness and shadow.
Perception is everything.
Okay, he
That
does.
is very
He
true.
does eat souls, but
Then what will we provide for him for food?
He what?
oh well, I'm sure there'll be. Listen,
We're
any of the
referring to
noble-
his lawyer. His lawyer
any-
is a
any of
blood-sucking
those-
soul eater.
Any of those noble borns that treat their people badly, food.
In a very comical sense, he is a blood-sucking, soul-eating lawyer.
It doesn't matter. George is not going to be there.
More
Yes.
of soul sucking. He actually
No
eats-
lawyers.
And
Lucian, he looks and goes, and your name, sir?
Lucian Cithra.
Alright. And he goes, thank you. And with your passive, you see he just kind of like very gently puts a line through your name because he is concerned about you and this Sir George that you're mentioning.
To which I give him a thumbs up.
And he goes, all right. So
Must have
as
been lost in the mail.
as you know, Vittori, the colors of Strahd's rule are red and black with hints of gold. What would you like your colors to be?
Give me a day to think on it.
I say plaid.
And while you're thinking of it, if you would like a
Paisley.
design,
Definitely Paisley. Aren't you glad right now
that Xander's not here?
Xander here.
Everything is glitter. Everything is glitter when you
I
wear
mean,
Xander.
he might have had some fun suggestions.
You know, I do believe that for coloring themes and stuff like that, that we should consult with your master of such things, Xander.
Yes, the nephew. While you're thinking of it, I'm guessing you
Quite
would like.
good at that.
He is definitely interesting. You might want to think of the design. I don't know if your family has a house sigil or not, but what you would like yours going forward to be. Now, it has already been brought up, but for the food for the party, typically it is a seated, plate service. Some nobles prefer to have everything laid out and you just pick what you want. Is there a particular seating or food service style or type of food that you want served?
Finger licking fried chicken.
Don't know.
No particulars, but I think a variety would serve all as best.
Okay. And would you like a table service or a stand up and get your food service?
let's have them get their own. That way, no one can complain about what they were served.
All right. Sounds wise. And traditionally, there is a large cake celebrating the new rule. Since you have mentioned, or your friends have mentioned, wanting something that will last and be given out, would you prefer more of pies versus a giant cake?
As long as
pie
they are
fight.
not meat pies.
No, this would be a sweet dessert pie.
Then yes.
10 banana cream pie.
Okay. And I only have
When we tour the villages, that will allow them to experience the coronation more fully if they are served the same.
Of course. And I just have 2 questions left, and then I have some paperwork to give a few of you. Now, in regards to the castle staff, are you going to keep the staff, or are you going to get all new staff?
But what would you do with the old staff if you got all new staff?
There would be a hiring process. The new staff, some of them have been with the Von Zarovich family for a long time. They may choose to go with Lord Von Zarovich when he moves on. But some may
Like the
just
pharaohs of old.
I do not believe that choice is up to me. It will be the staff's decision if they wish to stay on. There will be no hard feelings if they choose to leave. Some may be asked to leave once we review them in more detail, but there will be no mass change on my end.
Okay, and lastly, would you like to make any changes or updates to the furnishing or even rooms of the castle itself?
The bones must go.
Understood. Anything else?
Not at this time.
All right. And is there anything you would like me to note before I head out in regards to your coronation?
Nothing in particular right now. I will message you if something comes up. I do have one last thing though.
Mm-hmm.
Call me sir one more time.
As you wish, sir. And with that, he turns and...
I'm just kidding with you. I know you've never particularly cared for me, but we can work together to improve everyone's lives.
We will see how your rule goes. And with that, he hands Lucian, he hands you a folded piece of paper and says, I believe Lord Von Zarovich wanted me to give this to you. And then
Thank you.
he gets back in his carriage and departs.
Okay. I open it up and read it.
Okay. And what you see is you definitely know your sister's style of writing very well. And essentially it's kind of where you grew up would kind of the equivalent of like an obituary, stating that unfortunately, due to yourself having gone missing for over a year now in search for your book, you have been determined or to be deceased, and that the family is very upset, and they hope that your body is discovered someday in the future.
Oh, well, I look at that, hold it up and go, well, I guess you're not the only one. I'm now officially dead too.
As you stand near the coffin that was made for you. So yeah. And I will state, I forgot to say it a second ago,
I
Graveborn,
wonder if it's comfortable inside.
you can lay down. Graveborn, he does also hand you a note from Strahd that I have forgotten to type up, so I apologize. But basically, he's stating that he believes something that may help all of us break the curse is if you head through Tolskina Pass to, and I have to look up because I have gone on blank, to the Amber Temple. You may find something there that once destroyed will help free all of us.
Shall we head for the Amber Temple then?
Now, at this point, do you all want to take a long rest?
Yes, please.
All right. So
I'm up for it. Anybody else?
Sure.
Have had a very long couple of days. And I'm going to say between kind of some of the not so pretty, bedroom areas, you can all find like a nice comfy-ish bed to sleep in. On this floor, there's a few kind of beds that you could put together and make a halfway decent bed. And then there is on the second floor, the 2 beds in the room with the smoky dragon. and then the double bed near it. Or if you want to cast Tiny Hut and I'll sleep in Tiny Hut, you can do that too.
Tiny Hut is rather comfortable.
I'm sure.
We don't have to worry about people coming at us if we do.
Very true.
We could
Might as well
take all the beds, put them together in one area and cast Tiny Hut on it.
Okay. All right. So I will say that you get to do that. Is there anything anyone wants to do before Tiny Hut is cast and you take a long rest?
So, Graveborn, this seems to be a pretty big step for you.
A necessary one.
Is this something you willingly do?
I have much to atone for. This is but the first step.
I'm very proud of you. This is good. This is good.
Besides, Barovia's all I know now.
That is true.
Born here, lived here, died here.
Well, I wasn't born here, but
lived here, died here, lived here, died here, lived here, died here, lived here, died here.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
So where were you born?
in the other realms, like you all.
But wasn't this a piece of the other realms at one point?
At one point, yes.
Okay. So I'm ready to go to bed. How about you?
You all are fairly new to Barovia, and I assume have lives outside this place.
Yes, in fact, I after the coronation, I do.
Well, except Lucian, you're dead.
Yes, I've noticed, but no, I do need to get my book posthumously published as soon as we're through with the coordination.
Okay, and I suppose I'll continue adventuring and trying to, spread my good deeds around. There's plenty to do here, though.
Yes, I do. I intend to come back. I'm actually was hoping that Lord Graveborn would allow me to be his chronicler.
If you say no, this is a good way to get rid of him.
We will see.
Only kidding, Lucian.
So you all tiny hut is cast, you all get a nice long rest so you can make some adjustments. And if you all want, you guys can take a little break, feed some kitties, get some snacks, check on some family. Well, I get everything set up for the next area.
Cool. You want us back in 5 or 10 or what?
10?
Yeah, 10. We'll just go for the top of the hour.
Okay.
I will hit pause. And then that way also hopefully it will give Leo some time to come back. Since it'll be close to 2 hours since we last talked to him.
Yeah, let's hope that plane lands fast, but not too fast.
Yes. Land at the appropriate speed in the appropriate place.
It goes without saying I'm not talking to you
And,
next time I take
in
a
the
trip.
appropriate way.
Yes.
Because you could land at the appropriate speed and place and it'd still be really, really bad.
True.
Yeesh.
Very true.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, you all enjoy your little break. I'm hoping it'll just take me a few minutes, but y'all deserve a break. I took one to get a drink earlier. Y'all take one to get a drink, food, snacks.
Sounds good. Okay, see you in a bit.
All right, see you in a bit. I'm going to pause the recording. Welcome. All right, we are back from the break, and it was a little extra long because I remembered to tell everyone to level up. But yay! So, you all have your long rest. You're all feeling a lot better. You're all... are you taking Vittoria's carriage over to Toscania Pass? Or are you gonna travel? Yeah, no, I forgot to look up this one because honestly, I wasn't sure if this session was gonna happen or not. Because we kept getting delayed. But so it's been multiple people who have been out. It was me one time and Johnny and Leo, and it's fine. It was a group effort. And not
or a
everyone
group lack of effort.
Life getting in the way.
Not even fortune tellers can tell when people are going to
That excuse doesn't work for me. I have no life to get in the way.
Mm-hmm. So yes, so you are all
dead.
And I am you're all, if I remember, you're all kind of over here. Remember that's where Argynvostholt is. And you are heading.
Wait, where is Argynvostholt? Can you ping it again?
Yeah, I believe if I remember correctly, because I closed that thing, it's up here. But I can double check.
Isn't that where the
That's why I'm
horrible people are?
That is down here. I know that because it's S on my map. On my map.
Gotta take a left at Albuquerque.
Pretty much. Oh no, that is something else. Argynvostholt. That is the area that you guys don't want to go to. So actually where you were was here. And you need to go down over here.
Well, that's fairly close. Why are we going there?
Because that is the location. I don't know if Vittori said anything.
The Amber Temple.
It's on the way to the Amber Temple.
Why are we going there?
There is something that might help the transition proceed easier if it no longer exists.
So in other words, we're going down there to bash something so that we can make it easier for you to ascend.
Hey, you were wanting to kill everything just a minute ago.
No, I just wanted to kill that asshole. I mean, his insufferable arrogance, and that's my job.
Now you know how I've felt since we've met.
Aww.
Yes, but at least I've been helpful.
He was helpful in certain, society situations.
There's nothing he can do that Xander could not do better.
I mean, I'm not going to argue with you on that one, but Xander wasn't born for most of that.
What's your point?
I mean, Vittori is more than welcome to ask Xander if he will stay on and be an advisor. I definitely
Advisor, isn't he next in line technically?
not if Strahd gives up the throne.
Right.
And as of right now, Strahd's giving up the throne to Vittori.
Mm-hmm.
And as of right now,
Vittori has his own heir. Xander's still next in line.
potentially.
Yeah, you get to go. You got to find a girl and make babies, guys. Otherwise, this place is going to Xander, and you just don't want that.
And technically, as of right now, Xander doesn't know that Vittori's taken over.
Oh, great. So he might be doing the same thing right now, preparing for his own coronation. So we could have dual coronations, and then we can go to war.
Well, I mean, Strahd has only approved one, and that's the one that has Vittori in charge.
Right. And so they hear rumors about this new king, and Xander says, "Oh, I've got to stop whoever this evil person is taking over." And so he finds his own coordination, and then we get dual coordination, and the curse just goes kapooey, and Barovia. Yeah,
Barovia blows up and you all die.
that sounds right.
Oh no, not again.
Right.
But do keep in mind that as far as I'm concerned, this curse is going to find a way to try and stop us.
I mean, it all depends on what you do in the next bit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I still say last second the curse is going to take over Strahd and have him attack us. Otherwise, this would have been done before.
Or maybe he just goes on vacation.
So question is, with the beacon lit, is the connection a little stronger?
Yes.
With a certain person or being?
Yes. So you
Good.
definitely...
I may need the advice down the road.
I'm sure you will. And I'm going to state, in fact, kind of after you all are done searching Argynvostholt and you go to get Isabel, she mentions that she would like to try using the holy symbol to try and speak with her mother, as well as figure out kind of how broken it still is. So she stays behind. She knows where you're headed, or at least roughly where you're headed, and says that she will try and meet up with you as soon as she can. But yeah, the connection's definitely stronger. You're getting essentially kind of flashes of images, not words so much, but flashes of images of a bit of confusion of you, like, planning a coronation for yourself, but also, pride that the beacon is lit and there is hope, and good things seem to be happening.
Yes, but isn't that hope that Strahd will die and the reign ends?
The hope is that the curse ends, no matter what, whether it's you killing Strahd or releasing the country from the curse, so other celestial beings can get in again and maybe help out with things.
Yeah, because it always helps when you throw more gods into the mix.
And there's no way any good gods, created this curse to trap an evil being. Never.
Oh no, never. No.
But yeah. So you all, I'm gonna guess, are taking non-Sir but regular old Vittori's carriage.
Sure.
Down. Okay. And
Yep.
where?
Once everything's said and done, gonna have to update the carriage too.
Yep.
Need some
and-
spinner wheels on it.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
and I forgot to move your characters here. This is what happens when we don't play for over a month. I forget how to set things up. So give me a moment. And I went to the wrong map. Get back here. There we go. All right. Lucian. Okay, it's gonna be easier just to move. I don't want to move the grate or the coffin. No, leave me alone. There we
But
go.
he's gonna need it soon.
Probably.
Yeah.
It just follows him now.
I mean, if you want to strap it to the back of your carriage, you can.
Sure, I need a place to sleep tonight.
All right.
I do intend to return this coffin home, and at the last minute before we get there, I'm going to get inside of it.
Okay. And for
Put a
some,
sign on it that says, "We found his body, he's inside," and then wait for them to, do the funeral and pop out.
And then we nail it shut.
oh
Got that
goodness.
covered. I can vortex warp out.
All right. So I'm gonna just move this.
Don't you have to be able to see where you're going?
Yeah, I'll put little holes in it. Actually, I don't have to. I have dimension doors.
All
I
right.
can actually get out of that coffin if it's 6 feet under.
Oh,
So
that's good to
bury
know.
it deeper.
Yeah. So think
Uh,
about that. Even Strahd would love a spell like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
buried
so
me in my
don't bury
coffin, I just
don't
popped out.
bury it. Throw it in a volcano. Got it.
No, you just you cremate the body.
Well, that's what the volcano's for.
All right. So while you all are having this discussion,
You did start re-recording, didn't you?
I did.
Okay, just checking.
I started re-recording like 5-10 minutes ago. So
Oh, I gotta zoom far in on this map.
yeah. Whoa. 1 second. My lights flickered and one of my monitors went out, which was so much fun. So hopefully, you all are frozen. Okay, let me